Okay, good morning. It's a rough one, guys.
It's fine.
No, you're fine. I'm struggling.
You are.
I know. So hair's crazy again. So good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Easter Monday. Yeah, we got the dogs back behind us, so who knows how that's going to turn out. But yeah, happy Easter Monday. I don't know how many of you maybe have off of work today or off of school. I was talking to my son in college, and I said, just double check, make sure you have classes on Monday. I'm not sure if you do, and they do. It's just I just remember things so differently from when I grew up that that whole around Easter was off, and our spring break kind of nestled up right around it. So I know it's different now, but at any rate, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. We actually had a great day. And we are back at it early again this morning. But I have to tell you, last night, I was so sick. I was, I don't know. I was fine. Had a great day yesterday. Everything was fine. Just went to sleep.
I'm going to go check the dog.
Okay, that's fine. Went to sleep. Eric's going to check on the dogs. I went to bed, and then I kind of did that thing where you lay there and you're like, I think I'm going to get sick, but I don't know. And I'm going to try to not roll over, because if I move, that might trigger it. And so, yeah. So, it was not pleasant last night. I don't know what it was. I feel okay this morning. Honestly, I have a killer headache because I haven't had my caffeine, although I have some right here. I'm just going to be a little bit, I'm just going to be very careful with drinking it. And then the worst part is I woke up, Eric, and God bless him. He gets woken up all night long. I woke up with the worst cramp in my left calf, and so I jump up. I'm like, no, help, and so he's pushing my thing back, but it's all because I was just so dehydrated. Anyway, I'm feeling better today. I hope you guys are feeling well. I hope you got to enjoy some beautiful time. Hope the weather was good where you were. It was absolutely glorious here. Yes, Diz Deb here is in town. Got to hang out with her as we looked at some houses, and they're still here, so it was pretty amazing yesterday. So I tried to say hello to everybody. A few of you have popped in since then. Of course, my friend Gina popped in. Hello, Gina. Who else did I miss? Melody. I think I may have missed you. Traveling Trio. Good morning, everybody. And if I didn't get to you, I still love you. All of you watching that aren't able to type in or chat. Look, I'm only half dressed. I've got no necklace on. My rings aren't on. It was a morning. So anyway, so we are going to, we have lots of stuff to talk about. Obviously, we've got our real estate topics. I didn't even mention it last week, but just as a reminder, if you've got questions, don't forget to go ahead and put those in the chat. And if you can put a Q with a colon in front of it, that'll really help me try to search them. We try to get to them. If I don't get to them now, we try to do something a little bit later for you. But at any rate, I hope everybody's doing okay. And thank you for joining us as always. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some time off. All right, so let's get going because we have a lot to talk about. So let me go to my brewing topics. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Our three topics: Amy Bueller, Trinity Family, and the character attorney. So Amy Bueller, okay, Eric was trying to do a play on Ferris Bueller, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So it was Amy Bueller. So we had a day off yesterday. So it's only the second day this year where, well, hello, what a grand entrance. Only the second day this year that I took this phone that's right here, that's with me all the time. And I left it in the other room. I didn't look at it once all day. Because honestly, I was like, it's Easter Sunday. Nobody's open. Builders aren't working. Title companies are not working. The lenders are not working. There's nothing that is going to happen today that I'm going to be able to solve. All it's going to do is stress me out. So I did not look at my phone yesterday. Now, of course, I looked at it at the crack of dawn this morning. And started to respond to things. But thankfully, nothing happened yesterday. It was just a few Happy Easter text messages, so thank you for those. But yeah, so that was good. So I had a day off, guys. I'm so excited. And it was a fun day.
That should not be news that
No, I know. Well, it is news. It is news. It's like that and Christmas.
Be.
It's like those are the 2 days. And the truth is, those are the 2 days that I don't have to feel guilty about it, right? Because I feel guilty if I ever try to. I shouldn't. I know. I have issues. But that is Easter. Easter Sunday is a day where I was like, you know what? I should be allowed to go ahead and take that day off. And we did. So we had Alyssa and Hong came over, and we had some pool time. We had some lunch, and then we played Wingspan. It was fun. We had a good day. Elizabeth's husband Steele is in town for the holiday weekend, so they got to spend some private time together, which is really important for them trying to get their house ready for the baby. So I believe they finally put together things like the stroller and the car seat and some cute little cubbies and bookshelves for the nursery. So yeah. So anyway, so I had a day off. I'm so excited.
Hooray.
And then I got sick.
Yeah, neat.
I know. It's like, see, having a day off doesn't jive with me.
No, here's the thing. I think that's so if you've known Amy, as I have for a minute, our 31st anniversary is Wednesday. Whatever the third is. Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Whenever she takes a break, she gets sick. That
is true. That is true.
It's like,
that's true.
So there's a thing called show business health. You know,
true.
Where if we used to do shows and things, and you'd get sick, and you'd go on stage, and you'd feel better.
Like that saying, the show goes on. The show must go on.
Like I had a speech a couple years ago right here in Orlando,
I remember that.
And it turns out I had like a dental infection, and before the thing, I was shaking so much that my friend Daryl was there, and I was like, Daryl, I might need you to go on for me. Let me show you the slides or whatever. And he goes, nah, show health, you'll be good. And I went on, did the thing, I was fine, and then actually got on a plane to go to like Kansas City or something, and I was fine, except for when I wasn't doing the thing. So that's what happens to Amy. Her body goes, oh, okay,
yeah,
I'm off, so now I can be sick. So
yeah.
Get it together, you're not off anymore.
I know. No, you're right though. Like when I had the dance studio, it was the same thing. Whenever there was a holiday vacation for the dance studio back in Virginia.
What is your dog doing?
What are you doing? She's behind the furniture. Anyway, back when I had the dance studio, it was the same thing. We took those vacations where, they kind of coincided with whatever the academic schools were doing. So whatever their spring break was, or if they were off on Memorial Day or whatever their holidays were, we would try to do the same ones. And yeah, like anytime there was a big one, like the Christmas break, I was always sick. But anyway, we're good. I'm good.
Go to Traveling Trios.
Traveling Trio. Okay, let me go. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. That would probably be helpful. Yes, I'm looking. Wow, a lot of comments. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Happy anniversary. Corey and I have been sick since vacation. We know it's because we took a break.
Yeah.
We agree with you. That, seriously, there really is something to adulthood and doing that, right? I mean, it's like, that rots. It really does. Yeah. It's the worst. But I will say I had a great day. It ruined my night, which kind of rots because Daisy has like regressed in the sense that she's got to go to the bathroom all the time. She's stuck. Yes. Oh, all right. Well, Eric's going to try to get her out. Did you get her? Oh, hey, he just said a bad word. I'm so sorry. Censorship.
I said dummy.
That's not what you said. Anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Regressed.
Huh? Oh, yeah, she's regressed. So 2 nights ago, Eric was like up constantly with her. And then finally at 3:30 in the morning, I said, I'll just get up. So I got up and took the dogs out with me, and I went out in the family room. I made a pot of coffee, and I was up at 3:30 and just kept the dogs in there because he needed some consistent hours of sleep. I mean, we all know when you have babies, that's different, right? But it was just, he needed more than 2 hours. So I was like, I'll just take the dogs. It's 3:30 in the morning. You can sleep till whenever, and that'll make you happy. Well, but then by doing that, I was also then exhausted all day yesterday too. So I was really looking forward to going to sleep last night. And it was as soon as I laid there, that's when I started to go, am I going to get sick? Like, am I just going to pass? But anyway, so I'm kind of tired. So that's probably why I have like a screaming headache right now. But anyway, so let's go back to our What's Brewing topics. Trinity Family. Okay, this is exciting. All right, so first of all, we talked before about Trinity Family Builders, formerly Hanover Family Builders. couple name changes throughout. One of the builders and companies that I absolutely love working with for many, many, many reasons. But what's really exciting is that they are going to have a phase of construction in the Ridgeview community there in Claremont, which not only is it a fantastic, gorgeous community, it says Ridgeview. Did I say Ridgemont? Ridgeview. I'm really sleep deprived. Ridgeview. If you haven't seen it, it sits up high. So Ridgeview, it like actually is aptly named. But what's really cool is this phase is going to have an entry to the community, an entrance directly to Schofield Road, which if you've been following us for a while, Schofield Road is the bumpity bump, which is no longer a bumpity bump, which actually connects straight through. So that is amazing.
If only you had a map that you could call up.
I will call that up in a minute, but I'm talking about something. But at any rate, so I was actually out there the other day and I met some clients and I said, from my house to that entrance is 11 minutes. So I live in Disney's backyard. So to that community of Ridgeview in Claremont, now at that Schofield Road, it was 11 minutes from my driveway to that community. So here you go. So here is the site map of what was just released. Now, I say just released. Let me back that up. I don't work for or represent the builder. So anything I say, I think I might be sort of kind of correct, but I will absolutely get you in touch with the people who know all of the ins and outs. But this is directly from the sales manager, and this is amazing. I'm so excited. So this is the new site map with those home sites. I don't believe anything is officially released yet. I think that should be coming very soon, probably in a month. Again, don't work for the builder, so we will keep you aware of that situation. But take a look. So again, do you see Schofield Road? Guys, look at this. Look to the far right of this picture. That is Schofield Road, okay? That is where I was talking, that NOA, ENNA. That's where I was saying from my house to that entrance is 11 minutes. And I am in Disney's backyard with fireworks right here. So it is a game changer for this area, this community, the builder, to have that section of land and to have an entrance right there at Ridgeview, which the other nice thing is that because it's off of Schofield, you don't have to go all the way to 27, turn left, which is a little dangerous nowadays, to get into the main front entrance. So that is fantastic. So those are the 40s and the 50s, and that's, you can see they're color coded. Yes, sir.
So you went to Ridgeview for a reason we'll show people in a little bit. Yes. And you texted me and said, "I'm already here."
Yeah, I did.
You left like half an hour early to get there, and it's like you were there in 10 minutes. So that was kind of amazing.
It really was. It was, and I mean, this is the route we travel all the time anyway. But it was just so interesting that it was like I actually timed it this time. I was like, well, that was kind of crazy amazing. So anyway, so it's a great community for you to see. So there again is the site map. If you take a look at it, Cresta Vista, is it Aries Avenue? I don't know. Aris. Can't see some of the other ones. I can't read it. My eyes are bad. But at any rate,
let's do this.
It's really exciting. So we're going to go to some of the floor plans.
Let's do this. Amy, I'm here on the other side of the table where I understand that your relationship built over many years since you first built a Royal Oak home, which Royal Oak, Hanover family, and now Trinity Family, has led to a couple of things. Number one, I think we already told people this, but I'll call it breaking news anyway, that one of the floor plans in another community will be called...
Well,
the Dawson.
It's going to be, that's what they told me.
Because they didn't want to name it the Amy. They said, well, we can't name it the Amy. I don't know why. They could name it the Amy. But they're going to name it the Dawson after our son. So they let you name a floor plan.
Yeah.
But second of all, we have, here at Coffee Time Live, we obtained the exclusive floor plans for Ridge. You have to hype this stuff up, baby. We've obtained the exclusive floor plans for the new phase at Ridgeview. Reporting from the other side of the table, I'm Eric Kidwell.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Yes, I do. And this is what was great. And this is where those relationships matter so much. So I had some clients in town looking to contract. We were out at Ridgeview, and, I was talking about Trinity, right? I was talking about their upcoming phase. Like, oh, well, we might want to wait for that. So we were kind of out there walking around the lots, the home sites, talking about it. And sales manager Nicola sent me the floor plans, which I'm sure they're public. I'm sure I'm not special, but I do have them. So I'm going to share them with you because I am so stinking excited about this phase. I just cannot tell you. One of my favorite builders out there, so close, and that's part of it, is that sometimes their most recent communities were a little bit further away, so wasn't able to, to see them as much, although, we've got quite a bit. So anyway, here we go. Let's see. We have the Bennett. So there's 6 floor plans at the moment. Again, don't work for the builder. They may have more floor plans that are coming. And more flan. But this is what we have at the moment. So we have the Bennett. So the Bennett is the smallest of the floor plans, I believe, 1,867 square feet. Nice one-story floor plan. By the way, as a reminder, there's 40s and 50-foot wide lots. But you can take a look at this. You can screenshot. We're not going to go over, every detail of it, but take a look at it, right? You've got one of the things that I love the most about this is if you look at it, you can see bedrooms 2 and 3 are over to the left as you enter. And what I really like is that there's that 4th bedroom that's tucked over to the right, which is fantastic. That allows you to use that bedroom as a bedroom, because it is a bedroom, or you can use that as an office. It's just really nice that it's kind of disconnected slightly. And then, of course, that primary bedroom is on, it's one-story floor plan, but it's tucked in that back corner. So really liking that one. The Hayden is a little bit larger, but also a one-story floor plan. I believe at the moment these are the only 2 single-story floor plans. But again, take a look at this one. You see those bedrooms kind of all along that corridor, bedroom 4, bedroom 3, bedroom 2 right there, kind of in a line. And then you've got the big family room, big kitchen area. And here's the thing, if you've not really ever looked at things like this before, what I want you to do is look at where it says primary bedroom and covered lanai. Then look above it, right under the words floor plan. It shows you a structural option, something that you can add to this. You see the primary bedroom and the covered lanai match up, but then do you see that over to the right they have added a den? Right? So that comes off of that dining room. So it's really nice, the flexibility and the versatility of the floor plans when you think about you and how you would use it. Also over to the right, if you don't want the den option, there's also the option to have an extended covered lanai. So you can make that a little bit longer. Excuse me. This is the Lopez. Again, I love all these names. I sure hope Dawson makes the cut. Hint, hint. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you take a look at this one again, this one's the Lopez. So this is a 2-story floor plan. This one's 2,755 square feet, it looks like. Again, when you come in, one of the things I really like about this is the den kind of up to the left as soon as you enter in. Again, it could be to the right depending on your garage swing. But just do a quick look at that. I love that it has kind of the guest bath area, or the guest bedroom, kind of guest bath, kind of tucked over there, kind of back off and private. Really interesting. I like that. And then, of course, you've got the upstairs floor plan.
Look at the primary retreat on there. It's the cool thing.
Yeah, the primary retreat. So if you take a look at primary retreat, so if you're looking at the piece of paper, look to the right side, the little section of it that's up to the right. You'll see that it says primary bedroom, and then off to the right of it, it says retreat. So again, that could either be an additional bedroom. If you look below it, it could be bedroom 2. But if you want to have a retreat, which could be, by the way, that could be a gym, that could be your home office, that could be
what about a nursery?
It
for
absolutely
that separated,
could.
But
it also could be. When we had our very first home in Virginia, we had kind of a retreat off of our bedroom, which could have been an additional bedroom. We chose to make it a retreat because we did not have a bonus room. So we thought our plan was that as our kids got older and they had friends and everybody hanging out at the house, that we would go up to our retreat and watch TV. Ultimately, it never became that. It served its purpose as an office for a while, and then it was Dawson's bedroom.
It was Dawson's bedroom with a curtain across it.
Well,
so,
which
is why we don't have 5 kids.
We had to make do with what we have to make do. This is the Sims floor plan. This is 6 bedrooms, 4 baths, 30 square feet, 2-car garage. Again, I'm loving these. I'm so stinking excited. I love to see new floor plans. I love to see them with a twist of practicality. That's not even a joke.
And this is an exclusive.
Okay. Anyway, so again, taking a look over here, you've got the den and the dining room kind of up and to the left. Huge family room area, massive kitchen area, and then you have a guest room kind of tucked back over there. So smart. I love that.
Look at the gym.
I'm getting there.
I know. I'm excited.
Lord. But that's upstairs. So now we're going to go upstairs. And at the front of the home, you can see there's 2 bedrooms there. You've got another 4th bedroom. You got a huge gathering room. And then take a look at the primary bedroom. You have the primary bedroom to the right. You've got the primary bathroom in the middle. Good God.
I'm sort of trying to make you mad now.
You are making me mad. My head is absolutely throbbing right now. I'm so dehydrated, and I really just want to like guzzle something, but I'm afraid to.
Some water?
No, I have some water. I have some water right here. I got some water right here. In my Easter mug. But anyway, but what Eric is saying is if you take a look at it, you could either have bedroom 5 there in the back left corner of the home or upstairs, or you can make that a gym. So think about all of you who are very aware of your physical fitness. Like you could put it in your garage, but it's blazing hot out there. So you have the opportunity then to make that a gym. But again, it doesn't have to be a gym. The point is you can have that floor plan designed that way, and you could make that whatever you want. Or it could be that 5th bedroom. So again, just the creativity and the versatility.
Would you agree with me that
No.
Trinity Family, Hanover Family,
Yes.
so Hanover Family, builder of the Parker at the Palmer, like, right? Mm-hmm. They do things like this, I think, more than other people do. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like they get creative with their floor plans
Yes.
in a way that other builders don't, which I
Yes.
think is so cool. And that gym thing, it's just, flex is another word you could put on that, but it's through the bathroom.
Right.
Like private space through the bathroom. Right. That could be so many cool things. Go
work out, go get your shower, get dressed for the day, and off to work. It's
if
very motivating.
If you're like you and you have a husband, like that could be a man cave.
It could be a man cave.
I'm just saying.
That's where you're punished.
I was thinking I could relax.
Oh.
You immediately went to punish.
I went to like the husband's doghouse. Anyway, okay. I don't know what I just clicked here, but anyway, so there's so this is the I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Help me here, Gilchrist. Another one, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2680 square feet. Love this, love. Look at that massive family room. Oh my gosh! And by the way, those are amazing when you have a really huge open space like that. And again, same thing. Take a look upstairs, and then we'll hit this last one, which is the Wakaiva. This one, again, 2-car garage. But look at the middle one. Do you see that there's like a little bit of an extended garage? And that is based on what structural options you use. I love this. Dina just said it could be a dance studio.
Yay.
Yeah, it could be a dance studio, but I'm too old for that. Miss Amy's old, so unfortunately those days are gone. But I really am so excited about that.
Call it Laura Sanders' comment. Sorry.
Yeah, curious.
Call Laura Sanders
Load?
She's our structural engineer, like the official structural engineer of Coffee Time. Not
I don't.
Her advice is not
right.
To be taken. You got to hire her to do that.
Right.
I just think that's so funny that people think about what they.
That's so funny.
No, that's awesome.
No,
Laura.
I seriously. So Laura, that's not even a joke. So I'm sure in that space they have taken that into consideration. However, to your point, I had some clients in a massive home. There was a upstairs family room area. But it was massive. It was huge. And she had she had Planet Fitness. Yes, she did. She had like a Planet Fitness up there. And it was and I'm not talking like little Pilates reformer, which is what I have in our room over there. I'm talking like that big, massive, hulky, just chunky furniture. And you're right. I don't know if she ever did any kind of...
She was not known for thinking things through.
Well, anyway, let's move on. So, but anyway, so super excited about that. So thank you, Trinity Family Builders, for kind of giving us that information and helping us. So that's just really exciting for me. I'm always excited to see what they're doing and where they're going and how they're being creative with the floor plans. And as is very, very in line with them, as they have changed names several times, they have always asked for that kind of input and feedback about what, like reaching out to realtors, what are your clients looking for? Because it's very hard, I'm sure, for everybody to kind of stay in their lane, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And the builders can be creative, but that's fantastic. But if they're not paying attention to what the actual buyers are looking for nowadays, then it doesn't really help. And so I'm really, really, really happy that is something that they consistently do, asking for feedback and then providing these amazing floor plans. So very excited about that. So excited, Trinity Family Builders. Did you want to say something? No, you did not want to say something. Anyway, okay, so let's go on to my last one, which is the character journey. So yes, last week we had some technical difficulty. We weren't able to vote live, but you're getting ready to vote here in just a few minutes.
Yes.
Today you are. Eric said he checked it, so we're good.
I did. Well, we'll see.
Anyway, so let's go to the
call it the Sweet 16.
Sweet, I am.
No, but now I was saying something there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Call it the Sweet 16. Tell me what you don't see.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse is not in the Sweet 16. Hercules took down Mickey Mouse.
I know.
That is, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked too. But I have to say, it's like, it's really hard because as a character, obviously Mickey Mouse that's the original, right? That's that's the iconic, Disney figure. But even as a child when I was growing up, I didn't see that many Mickey and Minnie cartoons or movies or anything like that, So I think that is probably part of why he got defeated.
For sure.
Because we have connections with these other characters. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Julianus.
Oh yeah, Julianus.
Amy. Okay. I'll put this down. The thing that happened, the reason why Hercules beat Mickey Mouse, and a lot of these things. So the way we set it up to vote was the Coffee Time audience. Number one, our Heart and Home Orlando family, right? And Amy and I voted for Mickey Mouse, by the way, but our children voted for Hercules.
I think that says something.
And Daisy picked Hercules. The TikTok audience and the Instagram audience both chose Hercules. But one of the interesting things for me is throughout this tournament has been, we talked about old school, new school, and the TikTok audience you would think skews younger, and they did. In every case, TikTok on their votes picked the newer character. And I think it's reflected, if you go back to the Sweet 16, I think it's reflected in there. You see a lot of there are no, a lot of the heroes, like numbers 1 through 4, which would have been the oldest characters, are out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It does, if you look, and we'll go through, you're going to vote on all the matchups. But, if you look there, for me, Evil Queen versus Maleficent is a ginormous. That's a number 1 versus number 4.
Yeah.
That's 2 old school characters. But look, what else made it? Donald Duck made it. Mm-hmm. But Donald Duck in the wild card, there weren't a lot of older school things. I would say he had some weaker opponents. Now he's got a big matchup now, as you see there. Mm-hmm. Winnie the Pooh moved up. But if you look, there's not a lot of pre-1990s characters in there. So why don't we vote?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick look here. So Hercules versus Aladdin.
Yep.
Simba versus Woody.
And those you'll vote on tomorrow on Instagram, TikTok.
Right. Mike Wazowski and Lumiere.
Huge.
I know which one I got my eye on right now. So
yeah, for sure. But look at the princess bracket: Jasmine, Rapunzel, Belle, Ariel.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's this.
That could be for the whole thing. That could be,
Yeah.
And then, like I said, Ursula Gaston to me is very interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one.
John says huge matchup coming up: Pooh versus Donald Duck. Yes.
Humongous.
And John, you know who you need to vote for.
Right. If Pooh Bear doesn't win today, I'm going to be very upset for you.
There will be no more coffee times. I'm done. No. All right. So you want to vote? We're going to see if it works.
Let's see if it works. Go to vote.
Okay.
It's coming. Yay!
Hey! All right.
Type what's there.
All right, guys. So we are officially starting our votes right now. This is the first matchup for us today. Who wins this matchup? Hercules versus Aladdin. Remember, what you're going to do is type Hercules or Aladdin. Go ahead and start voting. As a reminder, we are aware that you are about 30 seconds behind us in real time, so I'm just going to keep gabbing on because that's apparently what I do. There we go. We got 50-50 right away. 50-50. So, yep, you've got Hercules versus Aladdin. So, remember, you are to type in your vote, Hercules or Aladdin. Yeah. Wow, this is a tough one.
Yep.
I like them both so much. Forrest. Oh, I was just going to say, I wonder who Forrest is going to vote
Forrest
for.
voted for Hercules, I guarantee you. Right?
Yeah, he did. He voted for Hercules. I just, with Bread Like Abu does, I just was wondering where the loyalty was.
That's true. But they're both massive characters in the Forrest lexicon.
I don't know if I could even...
Okay, we got to move on, though.
I know. All right. I know. We will.
Aladdin's going to take this one for this morning. But, again, you can vote on Instagram and TikTok during the week.
Yep. Put that last vote in, and we're going to switch over to
I guess I have to be the
I was like, you have to do it.
Sorry.
Like, you got the fancy button. All right, second.
Another big matchup. This is a big Forrest matchup.
No doubt on this one. Whoops.
I know for me, but again, this one's like I feel like Simba is such a classic character.
I know.
But Woody is very important to our family. Think about that as you vote.
But Woody, for all little kids out there, I just feel like his connection to, I mean, there's no real way to describe it. I mean, Simba was a great character in a great movie. Woody has a personal relationship with those people that watch
and he's the rootinest, tootinest sheriff in all the Wild West.
So everybody voting Simba or Woody. Those are your two words. Simba, Woody. Oh my gosh, 50-50. Go ahead and put those in. Remember, we know you're a few seconds behind us, so we're going to let you keep on voting. But yeah, so
Lion... want me to move on as soon as Woody takes the lead.
Woody took the lead at 54%.
Okay, well, I do have to move on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, Woody better win.
All right.
All right, here we go with our princess category. Rapunzel versus Jasmine. Ooh. So Rapunzel versus Jasmine. Okay, this is our Sweet 16, guys, right? Sweet 16. So let's get these votes in. Princess category, Rapunzel versus Jasmine. Go ahead and punch in those words. I don't know who I want. I don't know. All right, that's who I think I'm going to have to vote for. But it's tough. I don't know. I could honestly go with either. There's only one matchup in here that I'm attached to.
I'll just say I've been surprised at Rapunzel's strength through the tournament.
Yeah.
And part of that is, I mean, for me, I think I watched Tangled one time ever.
Yeah.
But it's because it came out like when the kids were older and like it was past when Elizabeth was a little girl, I think.
Yeah.
And Dawson wasn't into Tangled. But I've been very surprised at Rapunzel's strength. That's why I thought Jasmine would do pretty well here because Aladdin, if you look, by the way, Genie, not in the tournament. I'd be very interested if Genie had been in the wild card, but again, there's always next year.
I know. By the way, we've had a lot of people pop in to Coffee Time that I didn't get to say hello to. So Tracy, Jay, Sabina, Garite, anybody else, AGT, anybody else that I may have missed. Hello, good morning. All right, next matchup.
The matchup of the week.
Woo! This is a big one. I don't even want to see the results of this one because I'm going to be crushed either way.
You're going to have to, yeah. But
Belle versus Ariel. So you've got Beauty and the Beast versus The Little Mermaid. Belle versus Ariel. Oh my gosh.
So another interesting thing to me about this tournament. So Beauty and the Beast as a franchise. So they had Beast, Belle, Gaston, and Lumiere, right?
Yeah.
Lumiere, Belle, and Gaston all still in the tournament. Beast is the only one that Beast lost in the round of 32, but he lost to Simba. So he had a tough matchup, right?
Yeah.
So very, very, very crazy.
Yeah.
That they've gone on so far. So I'm very interested in the strength of Belle, I think, has been surprised.
I have to say, like, from our musical theater background, there's nothing that drew me into that movie any more than that opening scene. Like, nothing more. Like,
so good.
I mean, what a song, what a scene. I don't care if it's animated or not.
You know what, though? I went back. That was old school, old style animation.
Yeah.
And this kind of like, if you look at Ariel and Belle, for me, well, I guess The Little Mermaid was kind of like that, too. I remember it more as the Pixar-looking thing, but it's not. It's very, like, characters on a front background thing.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was interesting. So, all right.
Belle looks like she's taking this one a little bit, 67%. All right.
Okay, this, again, heavyweight.
All right.
I've been waiting for this one for the whole tournament.
Oh, and now here we go. Back to those old school village. You've got Queen, the evil Queen versus Maleficent. Remember, as you vote for these, write the word Queen or Maleficent.
And just crushed. These two characters crushed people on the way up, as they should. They're evil.
They are evil, and that's the thing.
So yeah, right, Queen or Maleficent, and like...
I don't know.
I mean, look at them.
They're both evil.
They both seem like they're based on the same actress. But, I mean...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't even... Allie says, who's the bigger drama queen? That's right. That's it.
Very true.
My gosh. All right, so everybody keep going. You got Queen versus Maleficent. Again, these are old
I always love they always end up 50-50 in the first couple of votes, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And I think sometimes people are waiting to see what other people vote for so they can either, like, they can save their character or whatever.
Yeah.
But, this, in the villains category, this could be decided. I mean, we have Ursula and Gaston coming up next, but, I mean, these two, for me, are like, to have them have to match up here is rough.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go 5 more seconds.
Yeah. All right, 5 more seconds. Get that vote in, and then we're gonna go to our. Is this our last matchup coming up?
No.
Nope. Okay.
No, we got the big.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, Ursula.
Next matchup again in the villain category: Ursula versus Gaston. Oh my gosh! I mean, seriously. All right, so we have Ursula versus Gaston. Go ahead and get those in.
I did type that right in the thing, right?
You did. I'm just trying to think of.
Man,
I don't know. It's like it's hard.
This is a great matchup because those are two characters. They're sort of in the same milieu.
So here's the thing. Yeah, but like Ursula is so like sneaky, like creepy villain, and Gaston was kind of.
Can we talk about the
humorous
voice actors
Sure,
for
we
both
can
of
do
those
that.
characters?
I'm just gonna have to
outstanding. Like perfect casting.
Yeah.
So the actress that is the voice of Ursula is, I mean, yes I do.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah.
And then Gaston. So like he totally like awesome.
I
So
love it. Very good. Yeah, this is what 52-48. So
It's gonna
again,
be close.
super close, guys.
I'm really interested to see how this goes over on the internet too. Like
Yes, Diz Deb, the sea witch is wicked, my friend. Yes, she absolutely is.
All right.
Yeah, and then Allie about Gaston camp, but in a villainous way. Yes, absolutely.
Now,
Forrest vote for
I may
Gaston
have
too.
to make an adjustment on this next one because it's showing me that the character pictures didn't get updated, so I may have to.
Oh no.
So when I go to this poll, we'll see for a second.
Okay.
I think it's.
There you go.
No, it did it right. It's in my preview.
Okay.
I have it right.
I swear to all that is holy, you vote for who you want, but if it doesn't happen to be the Pooh Bear, then
You
don't
get
vote.
blocked on you,
get
and we can
blocked.
see who you voted for. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Vote your conscience.
Vote your conscience, but I will tell you, nope. Pooh Bear.
I mean,
Pooh
that's
Bear.
how the little cubby stuff with fluff.
First of all, there's a difference, right? Because between the two characters, while they're great and they're both, I'm into this. Stop it.
I know. I'm not into something else.
There's a very, very big difference in how people relate to the characters. I'm just saying, Donald Duck has a different kind of personality than Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear is all about loving you and, friendship and
neither of them are wearing
snuggling.
pants, let's be honest.
No,
but
that's okay,
what I
though.
was laughing at is if you look at Donald Duck, the way the vote total thing is like blurred out, it looks like I blurred out that he's not wearing pants. That's what made me laugh.
No.
So,
no.
okay.
All right, come on. Hey,
Seeing
people.
Seeing, like, Ernie's not afraid of you.
Diz Deb, thank you, ma'am. She says, please, people, do not upset Amy. We are working with her this week. That's right.
That's so
do
funny.
not tick me off. No, I'm just
A few
kidding.
people are there, but
I know.
mean, Whitney Pooh's looking good. Again, very fascinated to see, because that one on the internet, how's it going to go with the youngs?
Well, but they're both old characters.
All right, so let's start off lobbying for the talk to me about the importance of Mike Wazowski as we move on.
I will, but can I just say one thing before you flip it over? So here's the thing. Let's be honest, and I don't know the answer to this. Well, I think I know the answer to this, but like when my kids were little, I had my friend Jackie started out when I was pregnant with Forrest. She started sending me the VHS tapes of all the different Winnie the Pooh episodes, of all the different stories and all the different movies. I don't really recall that with Donald Duck. I just remember the cartoon shows, not so much a movie or a series. So that's all I'm saying. That's why I think so many people just love the Pooh Bear, because he's just the best. Anyway, okay, let's go on.
Now, I will say, I think so Mike Wazowski's so important to Elizabeth, by the way. So if you're, if you care about what the Kidwell family, what their characters matter to them, Elizabeth has loved. So first of all, we call Elizabeth Boo Boo.
Yes, we do.
So Boo is an important character to her, but Mike Wazowski has always been.
And I don't. In fact, Elizabeth, you should tell us. Actually, she says, Mike better win. I will throw hands if you don't vote for him.
And she's pregnant and grumpy.
And she's pregnant and grumpy. Yes,
But,
of course she voted for that.
But look, I'm just going to give Lumiere a shout out.
Yeah.
That awesome character. Love Jerry Orbach.
Yeah.
The other thing about this particular matchup is, this is probably where the road ends for whoever wins this one. Because whoever wins this one going up against Donald Duck or Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's brutal.
If it's Mike against Pooh Bear, we're going to have some family issues.
Yeah, but I think Elizabeth will understand at that point. Because, I mean, Pooh Bear is Pooh Bear. Donald Duck is Donald Duck. You can't,
Yeah.
So,
all right, so make sure you're voting. Mike versus Lumiere. Put in those votes. Allie says, Lumiere is in a tough spot because Mike is the star of his franchise versus a side character.
Oh, very true.
You are very correct there, Alyssa.
You could have made the argument Mike should have been in the hero bracket.
Could.
But he's Sully's side. Sully is more the hero, and he was in the hero bracket. So.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Tough call for the committee.
I know. But I'm going to do my girl a solid there.
Wrap it up.
Okay, we're wrapping this one up. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Okay. So hopefully you got all your votes in, and then of course you'll be able to vote.
We'll do this. We'll cycle through them so you can kind of see how it came out. So.
Okay, cycle through them. All right. So how did it? Let's see. I gotta put my glasses on.
I mean, you can still vote, by the way, while those come up. But
okay. So we're just
read the results as we go.
I will. So we've got the the matchup Hercules versus Aladdin at the moment. Aladdin 69% to 31, so Aladdin's taking that one. Simba versus Woody, a little bit closer than I expected. Woody at 57%, Simba at 43%. As of now, Rapunzel versus Jasmine. All right, Jasmine's kind of doubling up on her there. She's got 69%, 31%. Belle versus Ariel. Okay, 66% to 34%. I know that's making Allie happy.
I sort of saw that one coming, I think. This one. Good
wow,
gracious.
this one. I mean, look, this is it, folks. Like, this is so close.
Wow.
54% to 46%. Could you
know
pick,
they're taking it personally.
You know they are. Yeah. Like seriously, two incredible villains.
That's a heavyweight
amazing.
battle right there.
That is absolutely.
Speaking 100%. Of heavyweights.
Ursula versus Gaston. Wow, that's closer than I thought too. Gaston at the moment at 53, Ursula at 47. Wow.
All right, and if you really feel strongly about Ursula, you want to get that vote in the next couple seconds. By the way, I think it still counts the votes even if it's not on the screen.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, yay! Pooh Bear, 76% to Donald's 24%. And by the way, I love Donald. If I have to choose, I'm choosing Pooh Bear because there's just a very, very big difference. That's a good one. Yay, Pooh Bear. Nice win there, babe. Okay, and then Mike versus Lumiere. All right, so it looks like Mike's actually taking it at 59% versus 41%, but it is still close. All right. Still very close. Wow. Yay, that's fun. All right, so as always, Eric, why don't you remind them when the voting happens and where they can do that because I get confused with that. So
I believe I can't see the screen at the moment.
You're good. You're good.
So that's the first two sets of matchups, and that's going to be on Tuesday. The Instagram story for me is the easiest place to vote. So at Heart and Home Orlando, TikTok, we're going to post them there. It has been harder to vote, and TikTok is funny because people it pops up and people are like. So we don't get as many votes on TikTok, but it tends to be the younger folks. But you can vote everywhere. So you just vote on Coffee Time. You can vote on Instagram. You can vote on TikTok. Again, Instagram for me is the easiest place to vote. We tend to get the most votes coming in there. And it'll be in the Instagram story. And then we'll do later, at the end of the week, we'll do an Instagram post and probably a YouTube post and a TikTok post that kind of take you through who's in the Final Four. Because that's what we're going to get to is the Final Four. So this is the Sweet 16. God. So that's on Tuesday.
I'm stressed.
And it's these matchups. On Wednesday, we're going to do villains and wild cards. And then on Thursday or Friday, we're going to do the next round, the Elite Eight. So those four matchups will get us to then the Final Four, which we'll vote on in Coffee Time next week. And then that same day on Instagram or whatever, and then we'll have the winner during the week.
I have a question.
Week. Yes.
This is fantastic. I'm going to go back to this. Well, no, I'm going to keep it right here for a minute. So, the winner, what is the ultimate winner going to receive?
Laudatory praise from all of us. And they're the official, for the year, they're the champion. But and then next year, I think we'll probably come back again and do it again.
But I know, but like let's just say, for instance, if it happens to be a character that we might be able to go find.
Oh, maybe we'll go over to Disney.
So should we create, like we did the Hawksmoor Cup or any of these things? Should we do that?
I don't know if they'd be allowed to accept it.
Oh,
but we can at least go take a picture and congratulate them. So
maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. So
that'll give us an excuse to go to Disney. Yeah. Use our passes.
I would love that.
I know, right? Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So very good. All right.
Wait. I need help from other people.
Okay.
Amy, I'm here on the other side of the table with it's a breaking news question. You guys would know better than we would know. What is one of the number one things that we love to do at lunchtime at the Magic Kingdom all through our time in the world?
Oh, yes.
What is it?
Me?
Yeah.
Sunny Eclipse.
We would go see Sunny Eclipse at Cosmic Rays, right?
Yep.
But then he wasn't there.
Mm-mm.
But I saw a picture the other day with someone like, hey, we're at Cosmic Rays and there's Sunny. Is Sunny Eclipse back?
Yeah,
Please tell us.
if you've been to Disney recently, is Sunny Eclipse back?
Because I might be going there for lunch today if he's there. It's my favorite.
We
so silly.
love him.
It's my favorite thing of all time.
Yeah.
And it's really dumb that it's my favorite thing,
well,
but it is.
But it's not because
is Sunny Eclipse back? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. But like in all, that's very good. Yes. But like no, in all seriousness, as you guys know, we're not Floridians by birth here, right? We were from Virginia. When we came to Disney multiple times with our kids when they were younger, it was a way we measured time as a family. And so that was what we did with our kids. It was the best place to go for lunch. It was big. It was inside. It was air conditioned. They had the chicken nuggets for the kids. And then you had Sunny Eclipse, and we absolutely love him. And then
he's there. Suzy Koo. He was there last time we went.
Oh, my
yes.
gosh.
Okay. I think Elizabeth and I are going to Cosmic Rays for lunch.
He just left me out.
You're sick.
I'm not that sick.
All right, do you want to go for lunch? I'm totally serious.
Ask Allie if she wants to go too. Does anybody want to go?
Well, ask her if she.
Allie, you want to go to Cosmic Rays for lunch?
Oh my God, let's totally go. Oh my God.
Elizabeth, you coming?
I'm so excited. You people have no idea. I'll sit and watch the entire show.
Oh absolutely,
my God.
Absolutely. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, we digress. All right, let's go back to reality. All right, so let's go on to our next thing. So as a reminder, we love this character tournament. It is so much fun. That's just a little fun thing for us to do on the side. Don't forget to vote for that. As the week progresses, share that with anybody else that is in your family or friend group that also likes Disney, because we love to have those people vote. But let's move on to some of the other things that we have to chat about, shall we? Let's go to... Oh, by the way, the question we had, was it Lisa? Somebody asked about the Trinity floor plan. So yes, I showed them. But if you want to text me or email me, I can email you the actual ones. Excuse me. All right, where do I want to go? I want to go here.
Do I need a new pre-approval letter for each house I want to put an offer on, or do I just need the one letter?
Okay, that is a really good question. So a little while ago, I was talking about, well, first of all, let me go back in time. So way back when, it used to be more of a standard procedure when you were looking to buy a new house that you would go find the new house first. Then you would reach out to the lender and you would get a pre-approval letter based on your offer for that home. Well, the process doesn't really work that way anymore. I mean, I guess it can work that way. But in reality, you really need that pre-approval letter before you go house hunting. So first, I want to kind of clarify one thing. You should never submit more than one offer on a home at a time. So if there's 3 homes that are, yes. So let's clarify that. So if you have 2 or 3 homes that are in your final 3 homes, you can't submit an offer to all of them and see which one gets accepted. That's just not what you're supposed to do.
Well, because by the way, you could, if that's a document that if the seller signs it,
you could be under contract.
You're under contract.
Yes, because you are submitting an actual offer when you are doing that, and if they sign it, then we have trouble. But so anyway, so point is, find the house and submit your offer on that house. Now, this is where, and I have a lot of great lenders that I love and that I work with quite a bit. And I always say, I do not give my clients loan information, financing information, or advice. And so it would be nice if the lenders did not give the clients real estate advice. And I say that because I have had sometimes the lender's like, oh, well, they said they're going to offer, $680 on that home. So here's your pre-approval for $680. Well, but they're actually approved maybe for $800,000. Unfortunately, in a very competitive market, your pre-approval coming in only at the asking price for the home is not demonstrating that you're as strong a buyer as you are, or as somebody else who might have submitted an offer at $680, but they're showing their pre-approval amount that is actually going to the $800 or $850 or whatever their amount is. So my point is, people are like, well, but if I show them I can pay more, they're going to make me pay more. No, they're not. No, they're not. If you have a buyer agent that is doing their job and you are aware of what that property is actually valued at, and you're submitting an offer with the proof, and you're not trying to undervalue, and you're trying to come in with a good, fair, and amicable offer, then that's fine. They're not, what are they going to say? Well, we offer, our home is listed at $680 and we see that you're offering $680, but you're approved for $8. So you come up to that $8. That's not the way it works, guys.
Now, the way it has, a couple of times, but this is only for houses, correct me, and I'm asking you to correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
I know. So if you have a house that it's been on the market for a while, you know you're the only offer, right? Mm-hmm. And you're offering lower than their asking price, then sometimes if your pre-approval is there, then the nice thing is to be able to say, you sort of fend off a counter offer. Because then they go, well, so let's say the house is 500, and you're submitting an offer for 480 and your pre-approval is for 480. If they counter at 490, you can say, well, they're pre-approved to 480. Now you could, even if you could still get there. Does that make sense? Is that?
Yes.
But it's a game that's not worth playing. Agreed?
No. I mean, I'm sure in a certain area, in a certain scenario, yes. But in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion, and for those other realtors who are the listing agents, if they've got offers in their hand and they see that this buyer has a pre-approval that is already credit and income verified, that approval is going to have more weight. Even if you're coming in at the asking price and your approval is for substantially more, the point is that shows that you are a more qualified buyer. That means you've got more room and there's not going to be a concern with your approval. If your approval is maxed out at 680 and you're offering 680, that's at the tip top of your budget. That isn't, you can still do it and you may still have your offer accepted. My point is, in my opinion and in my experience, I have found it far more beneficial to have, back to Allie's question, to have one pre-approval letter for whatever that amount is that you were actually pre-approved for. Guys, remember, we need an accurate number, an accurate and legitimate number of what is going to work for you so that we can work in your best interest. That doesn't mean that you need to have multiple letters. It just means, a lot of lenders are like, hey, I'll be on standby. So if they offer another one, just let me know and I'll pop out that letter. It's like, well, I would prefer for my clients to have that one letter for whatever that amount is. And then we can go shopping based on what that number is or what their desired budget is. So that was a long answer to that question. But the main thing, don't submit multiple offers at the same time and get one pre-approval letter for the actual amount that you're pre-approved for. And then let me do the rest. Okay. So same thing, lenders, again, I love my lenders, but lenders need to stay in their lane and not give real estate advice about, hey, well, I'm going to do this for that so that your offer will be whatever. No. You stay in your lane. Let us navigate for our buyer because we want to make sure that they secure the home. All right. So that was a good one though. I like that. All right. Let's go to, what else you want to go to?
Question.
Actually, I saw this one. I want to mention it. Mark Malloy. Amy, did you get married when you were a child? You look like you're 31 years old, not married for 31 years. Well, first of all,
that's so sweet.
That is very sweet. It's called a filter on this.
There's not much of a filter on it. There's a filter, but there's not much of one.
Yeah. No, I am.
You purdy.
I'm 56 years old.
But you purdy.
My baby
Are you 56?
is 20. I'm 56.
Wow. No, that's fine.
And the creepy and the. I should be in the villain category.
No, you should not.
I wouldn't be the.
You're a heroine.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. But thank you.
I'm a wild card, baby.
Yeah, you are. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. That actually made my day on a day that I'm looking a little ragged. Anyway. So what was I going to do? Questions at the bottom. Wow, you guys, there's so many things. Scrolling. My gosh.
Put your cue in there
I can do that, but I thought I'd be able to scroll through it. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Okay, how does that compare to a cash offer? So I'm assuming you're talking about the pre-approval letter. So yes, so here's the thing. A lot of people have the misconception that if they're coming in as a cash buyer, that they are able then to come in with a lowball offer. I always say, here's the thing. If you have a good buyer that is pre-approved and you have a cash buyer that's coming, and first of all, home is priced right. Okay. Home is priced right. That's important to note.
Yep.
Home is priced right. You have a pre-approved buyer that comes in and submits a strong offer at asking price, or you have a cash buyer that's coming in and they're coming in 10, 15,000 under asking price. I'm going with the financed buyer. If I have that conversation with that lender, and that's a qualified buyer, my best interest is to work in my client's best interest, and that seller is going to make more money off of the financed offer. And you remember what I said in the beginning, if that home is priced right. So there is a benefit with a cash buyer in that they do not have to have an appraisal. So if a home happens to be priced a little bit high, and if I had a listing where I'm like, okay, well, this home, first of all, I wouldn't have a listing where I priced the home super high, but let's just say we did. there's a home, it's priced a little bit high, we have a full price offer and it's financed, but we might worry about an appraisal issue, there's a scenario in which that cash offer might come in a little bit more appealing because we can, waive that appraisal aspect of it. But so point is, if you're a cash buyer, I think that is fantastic, and you definitely have, you're more preferable, but just don't kind of beat the chest and go, well, if I'm cash, I can come in 20,000 under asking. You'd still come in at fair market value.
I think they also may have been asking pre-approval letter adjusting the thing. If you're cash, you don't have a pre-approval letter.
Oh,
so what do you have and what should you show?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
okay,
it could be that. It could be the other one.
Yeah. I wasn't quite sure. Okay, so if that wasn't your actual question, let me do this one. So yes, if you do not have a pre-approval because you are not financing, but that you are going to be a cash buyer, then you need to have what we call a proof of funds. We call it the POF. Proof of funds. That can be done in a few different ways. First of all, you can have a letter done by your banker or your financial advisor. They will know what a proof of funds letter needs to state. However, in most cases, anytime I've had cash buyers, we need a basically bank statements or investment statements, any of your portfolio statements, wherever that money is coming from. You just need to send screenshots of that, and it needs to indicate three things: the banking institution's name, your name, and the balance. Please make sure that you black out account numbers and any of the social security numbers or any of the personal info on that. But whatever, like if you have one checking account with Regions and it's got all your money in it, then you just need to send us a copy of that bank statement. And again, it'll say Regions, it'll have your name, and it'll have the balance on that to prove that you have the cash on hand for that. But just black out the other personal info. Okay, I hope I answered it, because that was two different answers to what I thought was the same question. Okay, and then this is a good one. Pam, what if your punch list isn't complete before you close? Should you sign the contract? So it depends on what your punch list is, Pam, to be honest. So first of all, in my opinion, no one asks, but in my opinion, I feel like a builder should not have that final, like if you have your new homeowner orientation a week before closing, and they have a week to remedy any of those issues that were on it, unless it is something that is out of their control. Like, let's say, for instance, you have a chandelier in the dining room, one of those globes is broken, they don't have a way to replace that globe right now, but they've ordered it, it's on back order, it's not going to be here in time. Kitchen cabinets, that is a big one. Kitchen cabinets are not immediately replaced or swapped out. Those also can be an IOU item after closing because it takes a while to order them. So if you've got like a big crack down yours, or some, damage to it. In those cases, yes, absolutely. Close on your home. Understand that the builder has noted that they still owe you those items and that those will be remedied afterwards. The little things, like the little touch-ups, it is one of my biggest pet peeves. Hey, they still need to come in and fix that drywall over there. They still have to go replace that tile over there. Well, first of all, it should have been replaced before you did your final walkthrough. If the builder has it noted, if it is noted on a document between you and the builder that it is owed to you and that it still has not been done, then you can close on the home. But, it's a very, very, tricky situation because it really depends on what those items are. But if you came in on a week ago and you had a list of 15 items that need to be done, a week passes where they're supposed to be fixing them. You come back and do that final walkthrough and those 15 items are still there. And I'm like, you didn't do anything. I'm not signing off on this home right now. Fix the items or, give me some indication. On another note, but in the same conversation, this is my other concern for you as a buyer, for any buyer. Once you sign, this is new construction specifically, once you sign that contract, that home is yours. It is now your liability. It is your responsibility. If you did your final walkthrough at 9 a.m. with the builder and they're like, hey, we got the painters here. They're going to be finished touching that up. I got the drywall guy. He's going to come fix that. And I got the tile guy and he's going to be replacing those. Okay. You sign off on the home or you tell the builder, okay, great, we're going to closing. You're at closing. What's happening inside your house? A lot of stuff. What if paint gets spilled? Let's ask Crystal about how that works out. Right? I had a client. Huge issue. They go to closing, sign off a home. After closing, they come back to the house. There's paint everywhere on the carpets, on the floors. It was just a mess. But she signed off on the home having confidence and faith in the builder that those items would be done. Not only that, they left the windows open. So point is, in my opinion, you should be a little bit more strong-armed in saying, get the items done. We're not going to sign off on this until these items are done, unless it is something that is an outside supply issue, then we'll sign off as long as it's an IOU. That's fine.
Two things.
Yes.
Number one, talk to me about how that works, though, if you have a moving truck showing up tomorrow, right? So that's where it gets sticky. So sometimes you have to, but then also relate that to, and it may not be true, and I legitimately don't know. I'm interested in is it true for all builders that it seems to me that it's better with those items to keep them with the builder than have them go to warranty in terms of your timeliness of getting resolution.
Does that
make sense?
Yeah, it does, but it 100% depends on the builder. There are some builders out there where the builder that built Tommy, he's your builder. Tommy says, I've got you for the first 30 days after you close on your home. Any issues, any questions, you call Tommy. Okay? And then day 31, everything becomes a warrantable item, right? So there are some builders, and I say builders, and when I say builders, I mean corporate company builder. That's their policy, not your individual guy. The company policy could be that we've got you for 30 days. We'll take care of you if there's any issues. And then from that point on, if you've got a question, problem, something's not working, it needs to go to warranty. And then there are other people that are like literally kind of to Eric's point, they sign off, at the final walkthrough, you go sign your contract, you're done with that builder. Don't call them anymore. It's all going to be a warranty thing. You have to go through that warranty portal. But yes, and then to your point, warranty typically, again, it's going to vary on the builder, but warranty is, they talk a good game. They talk a great game. But the reality is they will, in my opinion and in my experience, they will find many reasons to not take care of you or service you the way you feel like you should be.
And in the time that you feel like you should be, get it done.
Correct. So
not a lot of urgency in the warranty department. Historically.
Yeah. Now, and I will say that a lot of them are very organized with it, right? Almost every builder has a portal, like a link that you go into, and then you upload your picture of your problem, a little description, you send it, a warranty person picks it up, they determine what they need to do, whether they come out and see you, whether they get a trade to come see you. So there is a process and a procedure, and it should theoretically work. It's just that, in my opinion, I've said it before, if you epoxy your garage right when you move in, if there's any cracks in it, you've now voided your warranty. If you seal your pavers or seal your grout, you could very potentially have voided your warranty with them. If you make any structural changes to the home after, I'm just saying and I get it. I get from their perspective why that is so. But anyway, I would say do your best, Pam, to get the builder to remedy everything possible. And if they don't, and it's the day that you're supposed to close, then that little piece of paper that they want you to sign off on, I would say I'm not signing. I'll go sign to own the home, but I'm not signing this sign-off sheet that I say the house is in a condition that is acceptable to me.
Call up Susie Q's comment, and we need to find out if we need to throw hands.
Susie Q, our builder told us we had 30 days with our builder, and 3 months later they still haven't.
Do we need to throw hands?
I think we do.
You don't mess with Susie Q.
You do not mess with Susie Q. So Susie, text me or call me later, and let's figure out what's going on with yours, and let me reach out, because no. And that's a perfect example, right? Some builders are like, I got you for 30 days, but let's be real. The builder's job is not to love you, like you, or care about you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Their job is to build houses. So when they have built your house and it has closed, they're on to the next one. And these builders are overworked. They've got way too many houses they're responsible for building. And so while I don't think that it's ill intent or that they don't care about you, it's just you're not really their concern. If you've closed on the home and it goes to warranty, then they're done with you. They're moving on to the next one. And again, I'm not like trashing builders. I love them.
But we're not lying about when we say that we love you guys, particularly our clients, but anybody, if you're not a client, you watch Coffee, like if you're sort of in the Heart and Home Orlando family, Susie Q, wake up Mama Bear, because that's why you hired her. So yes, we appreciate it when you give them time, and you don't need to call Amy 2 days in, but when it's been 3 months now and you're not hearing back, wake up Mama Bear. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, and here's the thing. I I tell my clients all the time, and this is not
that
even
you were
a joke.
asleep.
Huh?
Not that Mama Bear was asleep.
No.
Call you.
No, I tell my clients all the time, I'm sad at closing. When I'm at the closing table with you, and I do try to be there every time I can, and it's not physically possible for me to be at every single closing, but I try to be at every single one that I can squeeze into that schedule, I promise. If I'm not there, there's a very good reason. But on those days, I get back in my car after you've signed, and I cry a little bit. I'm not lying. I cry because I'm happy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you've closed on your home. But I get a little bit sad for me because that means that our journey is kind of over in that part of the process. And while I say we're never done with each other, I'm not the type of personality that is going to, like, you know, constantly tap you on the shoulder. Hey, you okay? What's going on? I mean, I do send messages and you know, how's everything going? Is the house doing okay? But yeah, if there's an issue and you're like, you know, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months later, there's an issue and I don't know anything about it, keep me in the loop because I will absolutely do whatever I can to help get somebody to pay attention to you. Yeah, so let me know what's going on. Anyway, all right, so
Why don't you
Pam, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Pam says, I wish we knew to get a realtor prior to buying a new home would definitely have had you and Eric represent us. I know, Pam. I appreciate that very much. I know that you and John are both being very genuine when you say that. It is still our pleasure and our honor to help you post buying it. You know, even though we didn't help you through it in the beginning, but just next time we will. And you
You're
can
in
still
the
learn
family,
from
Pam.
You're in the
What?
family.
No, you're in the family. You
right.
just call us.
Just up.
I know a guy.
Just up. Amy is a hugger. Yes, I am.
It's true.
Yeah, so it's fun because I finally, like, you know, you guys see each other here in our little zone, right? But Deb is in town, and so yeah, it's really fun to be able to see people, you know, kind of go out house shopping a little bit.
That actually is an interesting point and question about being a hugger. Sometimes I'm like I go because I don't feel like it's not appropriate for me to be like, hey, but I'm a hugger too. Mm-hmm. But
well, if you know people, they do.
You as you meet us, if you go like this, we're in. I promise. This is your permission. Yeah. But if we stand up, don't think it's not because we aren't huggers. It's because it's a brave new world. Like sometimes I'm like.
Yeah, no, I pretty much always go in for the hug, and then I have to kind of catch myself. Usually it's the husband that I worry. The wife is usually like all fine with it, but like sometimes the husband, some men don't like to hug or whatever. But I promise we are definitely big huggers. So, and I'm glad that we can, in some ways, get back to that because it was really tough during COVID, like to just stay at such a distance and be so disconnected. I don't know. But you know what people say about us? Like all of our like kids' friends and stuff, they're surprised at how much we hug and how much we just say, I love you, yes. And how we are that way.
So both of my son-in-laws, the first time I hugged them, they both flinched. I always laugh because my son-in-law Hong, who just it had a different upbringing and like not better, worse, whatever. Yeah. But I remember I reached in at one point and I hugged him and he literally almost jumped out of his chair. Yeah. What's happening? Now he's a big hugger.
Yeah.
Our other son-in-law, Steele, is the best hugger in the world.
Oh my gosh.
He gives the best hugs.
He's the best hugs.
But
super tight, squeezy hugs.
Yeah.
Like,
So we're huggers all around. But it's funny because to your point, do cup in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll tell the story. I'll pre-tell the story. When Paul left the other night, I said, love you. And I could tell he was like it made him jump back. Yeah. That, you know.
I always say, love you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I might have said, I think I got a flinch out of that one too. But so we say it, we hug it, whatever. But if it makes you uncomfortable, just
tell us. It's all right. Some people don't want that, I guess. So what do you want me to do then? You want me to do the cup? Cup. Okay, so the other night, I think it was Tuesday night? I don't know.
Tuesday or Wednesday, yeah.
I don't know. Wednesday. We had, so our friend, Well, first of all, that's going from left to right, looking at the screen. That's Elizabeth. Obviously, that's Eric. That's me. That's our friend Deb, Jerry, Paul, and Ronnie.
And Matthew is taking the picture.
Oh, yeah. Matthew was taking the picture. We do have another picture with Matthew. So we'll talk about that. So, Deb, so first of all, this was back from our performing days. In fact, the gentleman to the right with his arm around his wife, Ronnie, he is an instrumental part in how Eric and I got together because he was the entertainment manager back in our performing days. He now is a bigwig with Universal, but back in the day, he was the entertainment manager for King's Dominion with King's Production. So he actually is the one that hired us. That's his wife, Ronnie. So sweet. And they live here now in the area. They relocated from California. So I was very, very, very happy to help get my old boss a house, and it's a beautiful house. Then that's Jerry. I'm going from right to left. Jerry, the really tall one who like still to this day has legs for days. Everything looks good on her. She is living here now, also moved from California. Then that is Deb in the middle. She performed with us for years, and she was in town because her son Matthew was in the world championship of the cup stacking championships of the World Series.
He's on Team USA.
Team USA, yeah. So, like the cups that the kids would do, like just kind of as a fun little challenge when they were kids.
Amazing.
It's actually a thing, and there are these clearly world championships. So he represented USA, so they were here in Orlando for that. So that's Deb, and again, her son was taking the picture. Then of course, the other three characters to the far left of it. But yeah, so that was fun. So that
John Hickman says, "Where are your shoes, Eric?" I'm in Florida, baby.
I know, John.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Moe, baby.
John, let me tell you this. I thank you. Because if I had said something to him, every time we have friends come over, he's walking around barefoot.
It's because I don't have time. I'm doing stuff, and I literally ran out of time. That's what it is.
We've got slip-ons. We've got some Skechers slip-ons.
Anyway. Okay, whatever.
Anyway.
I guess I'm a great disappointment to you. I guess we're not going to make it to 31 years.
No, but you're right. It's Florida. So it's like, that's kind of what we do. Walk around the house like that all the time. But anyway, so it's very funny. Okay, so let me go back then to the wishes. Do we have wishes?
We do.
The actual wishes?
You have the picture.
Picture? Yeah. So this one. So we have, her husband's sitting right beside her. Unfortunately, that was the best way I could get the picture. So they just contracted with Landsea Homes. We're very excited about that. They're going to be building their home. Now, on that note, just keep in mind, the build timelines are very, very different. And so in this case, they're talking probably 10 months to a year for their home to be built. Because they are actually building from dirt. They are actually having that whole experience of picking and choosing and going to a design center. So that's why theirs is going to take about a year. But anyway, we're very excited. They were in town too. So lots happening. Okay. Last call for questions. And then while we're doing that, I'm going to go to... I do have the scoop.
And I don't know if you can find it, but so I'll just tell you what Shafiq's question was.
With my hair?
Shafiq had a question about. Well, first of all, Shafiq said that we hugged when I met him over at Universal when he came to visit, which is true. No, I was not shocked, Shafiq. I was happy to hug you, and I'll hug you again because you are my little Liverpool brother, and you'll never walk alone. Anyway, he also asked about how does Florida compete with Texas. He's been looking into Texas a little bit, maybe moving there instead of Florida, whatever. So I'll answer his question if that's okay. Is that all right?
Sure.
The competition. The reason why people compare the two is no state tax. Prices have been in those two states lower than other parts of the country. I think that's where Texas, the competition is. You can still get a lower priced house. However, I'll leave you and let you tell the story about our son's house in Austin. Mm-hmm. Some of that lower price is because I think in Florida, the housing market has been more stable and more upwardly mobile as an investment, where Texas is maybe not the same. The other big challenge Florida has versus Texas is hurricanes.
Yeah.
We've got a property tax crisis at the moment, which is affecting things. But tell them the story about a house in Austin that you know about.
Yeah, and Forrest, you can correct me on the number. I think I remember it, but I don't want to misspeak. So our oldest child, Forrest, he worked at UT Austin for a while. So first year he moved out to Austin. He had an apartment. And then we're like, okay, well, we can't, the apartment's a waste of time, but it was a good way to get kind of acclimated and figure out kind of what you want to do and where you need to be. So helped him purchase a new construction inventory home. It was well under construction when he contracted on it. waited a couple months. It was built. Perfect timing, by the way, because at the same time he rescued Scout, his dog, was closed on his new home in Texas, and huge backyard that was fenced in. So it was beautiful, right? 1-story floor plan, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, just perfect for him. And it was in a little area called Manor, which is just outside of Texas. I don't remember the exact amount that he purchased the home for. Do you remember?
262.
262. So 262 is what we paid for the home, so says Eric. Now, 2 years later, now we've gone through the pandemic, right? He's been working from home, not really able to get out and about and meet. And honestly, he's a Virginian. He's from Virginia. He wanted to get back home to his friends and family. So that's what he did. So 2 years, we had to wait for the capital gains tax timeline. So 2 years later, we sold his home, and he made, if I remember correctly, it was like $222,000, right? Something like that. Huge amount of appreciation in those 2 years. Now, the other day, he said, guess whose house is just sold again or is on the market again for $80,000 less than he sold it for a little over a year ago. That's crazy. Is that the right number, Eric?
Yeah, that's close, at least. And the main point is that in Texas, especially in Austin, Central Florida and Austin were kind of going up together at the same time.
Yeah.
Florida has stabilized and still peaking upward a little bit, whereas Texas, it had a correction.
Yeah.
So it hasn't had a crash. It's just the market has corrected.
Yeah. Yeah. So Forrest confirmed, bought for 262, sold it for 450. And then, that's just crazy.
And shout out, by the way, to his realtor there.
Yeah.
It was not us. We're not licensed in Texas. He had a realtor who did a great job.
Yeah,
That's a great story about hiring a good realtor. She was so sharp.
She was good. And obviously I'm not licensed in Texas, so I did my own little bit of research. And one of the things you can do is, I looked for, I think maybe Forrest may have actually found her because she had some other listings around the area, which is good because that means that person knows that area. They know that market. She was fantastic, but here's the thing. Just because we're realtors and we can speak realtor talk, her market is her business, right? My market is my business. And she advised us when we first did our listing appointment, she had a specific amount in mind, but she was seeing, I'm getting chilly bumps. She was seeing already that those prices were starting to come down just a smidge. So, so when we listed it and sold it, we were happy with where we were because things were starting to go down a little bit. And she advised us of that. Like we weren't holding out for the price that we could have gotten 6 months earlier because we still got a freaking amazing price on that. But
we've been talking about a little bit, we talked the new NAR rules last week, and we've been talking a little bit about that. And certainly on the internet, we had some videos posted, and there's a lot of people that are like, would realtors do whatever? Did our realtor in Texas earn her commission?
She absolutely
Good
did.
Lord.
Absolutely,
she
did.
crushed it.
She did.
And so we, knowing what we know, we hired somebody. We probably could have said, well, we'll just do it for sale by owner or whatever.
100%. I knew, and I even knew the builder. Like when I'm talking to them, I was like, do you guys build with the radiant barrier as well? Like I could have done it without an agent.
And we would have sold it for a lot less.
Yes.
So shout out to our realtor.
Yeah.
Forrest, if you remember her name, give her a shout out because if you need her in Maine or Texas, she's
she was great. She really was. Anyway, all right, moving on though. Okay, so we are out of time. Well, not out of time, but we're way past our time. So let me do a couple quick things. I'm going to do la 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 la. What do you want me to do? The barking? All right, so this was yesterday on Amy's day off, and it wasn't just mine, Eric's day off too. We both had the day off. It was hysterical. We had 5 dogs in the pool. I know that might be gross to you, but for us it was heaven. But that is Daisy. She was like, she would splash the water and then she would try to grab the water. So it was very funny.
She loves that sun shell.
She doesn't
want to swim.
No, she doesn't want to swim. But Jenny, Allie and Hong's dog, was like
a little mini golden doodle.
Crazy. Forrest says Melissa Hudson.
Nice.
There you go.
So if you need
Melissa
something in
Hudson
Austin,
is a
Texas,
fantastic
she's your
agent
realtor.
out in that Manor, Austin area. So fantastic. Give her a shout out. Anyway, so let's move on. What I'm watching, because I'm so stinking excited. In fact, I have to go watch another episode after this. Okay, I don't know how. This is on Peacock, by the way. Eric told me to watch something on Peacock. He goes, I think you'll like this. So that kind of got me off of Netflix and over to Peacock for a little bit.
Apples Never Fall.
Apples Never Fall. Yes, I watched that. And that was at Eric's suggestion. He was right. I loved it. But because I was on there, I was like, well, let me just see what else is on that, because I've kind of, I've explored as much Netflix as I can. I need to wait for some new stuff to come out. I found The Traitors UK. I know I am probably very, very, very slow to know that this even exists, because there's an American version, there's an Australian version, but I am obsessed. I love it. I love it. I love it. Forrest, I was going to actually tell you last night. I got so tired I didn't talk to you last night, but this is a really, really, really good series. I think it's like 12 episodes.
Beloved, she loves this show.
Oh my gosh. It's a reality show, but here's the thing. It takes place in a castle in Scotland. And so everyone has the accent, and Geraint, like somebody's there from Wales. So
Jane's watching. Jane, did you watch that show when it started?
Oh yeah,
I'm
Jane.
interested to know.
Yeah, Jane, you might actually know more about this show than I do. But anyway, I watched season 1. Oh my gosh. And I have one more episode to go on season 2, the big finale, so I can find out who wins.
She loves the Aussie version.
The Aussie version? Okay, so I'm going to watch that one next. But anyway, if you like reality shows, but you also like, this is kind of creepy because it's in like a castle, but it's really, really, really cool. The effects that they have for the missions and things, it's just very cool. So you just to watch. I won't say too much about it, but it's very cool. So that's what I've been watching, and then we're going to go to Word.
Now come on, Amy, tell me what's the word.
Okay, this word is realtor. It is not pronounced realtor. Just in case you're asking or you're wondering, and the reason we're saying that is because Eric passed. Well, I didn't pass. Well, you did pass, but Eric finished his continuing education, so he is still a licensed realtor.
Thank you. What a joke, by the way.
Well, it's fine.
We'll get into it, but it was way easier than it should have been to re-up myself.
Yes, but he got it done.
Maybe it's because I'm so smart.
He got it done, and that's the main thing. So we're excited that he finished that, so he got his license renewed, and it is pronounced realtor. And with that, guys, we're gonna go. I am just like so like just keep on yakking, and you guys probably want to like get on with your day. So thank you as always for watching. We really appreciate you guys. We have a lot coming up. I did not get to talk about the I Know a Secret though. Should I do that before we go? I'm gonna do secret. Hang on, don't go yet. Don't go yet, because you are gonna say, hold on, I gotta find that button. I gotta find the button. Secret. Yeah, absolutely. So I can't go until I tell you about the secret. I have a new listing that's going active on Thursday.
It's a beaut.
It is a beautiful home. It is it's only 2 years old. These are my clients when they purchased it. They purchased it new construction with Abe over at Beezer Homes at the time. Park View at the Hills. It is a beautiful one-story floor plan. It has a fenced-in backyard. There's no neighbor behind that fence. In fact, it opens up to green space, which is behind the amenity center. So it is really beautiful, very private.
Tell them about the kitchen.
That kitchen is stupid awesome. The reason I love that floor plan, it has 2 islands. Gas community, by the way. So gas community, so you got the gas cooktop, gas stove, but you have the regular island with the sink in it, and then you have a secondary island. Guys, you only see these dual island type of an effect in a kitchen in more luxury homes, like the Bimini's or some of these really large floor plans that have those massive kitchens. They were able to make it work in this particular floor plan, so I absolutely love it. It is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. That 4th bedroom is up front. They extended tile in there. They use it as an office, so if you need like a 3-bedroom plus an office, it's a great one. Oh my gosh, priced just under $525,000. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The video, we're actually doing photos and video tomorrow, so we'll be featuring that this week. So keep an eye out for that one if you're looking for a 1-story floor plan. Room enough to build a pool. They got their own lemon tree in the back. Make your own lemonade. So anyway, moving on with that.
Reminder for this. It's on the screen.
Oh, I clicked off of it. So, oh yeah, as a reminder, don't forget, voting starts Tuesday. So we have a lot to do this week, guys. You have a lot of responsibility. We got to make sure that we are continuing to wrap up this Disney Backyard Character Tournament, and make sure you pick your favorites and share that as long as your favorite is Winnie the Pooh. Okay, with that, I'm going now. So, just kidding. All right, wrap it up. That's what we're doing. So as always, guys, we thank you for staying with us, for joining us to begin with. Hopefully you had some coffee or maybe even some lunch, depending on where you are. As always, please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. Hugs. I'm going to add that one. I'm going to add hugs. I'm going to add it. All right. Bye, guys. See you next Monday.